How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Night Owl, uh, coming at you again with another Rev Says Desu video. This time, I believe it is about Emmy and Asmongold. Um, as always, I barely ever watch these before I get into them with you guys. I'm just gonna click the play button and I'll yap when it becomes relevant.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So you might want to check your calendar, and I regret to inform you guys, we're back in 2020. That's right. People are getting canceled not only for their opinions on certain things, they're being canceled for not having an opinion. And we're going to see the most blatant example of that with Amiru and everything happening to her. She's a very popular streamer. She is being canceled for not saying things, and now she's being canceled after being pressured into saying things, and now she's being canceled for her friendships and her associations with people like As.
Yeah, man, that's why you can't ever you can't ever capitulate to these people, you know? Like the second you give them an inch, they're going to take several miles. You can't ever do anything to make these people happy. What they want is total control over you. If they can't control everything you do and say, they want nothing to do with you and they'll destroy you for it.
Gold, it's an absolute mess. The virtue signaling, it's not just on one side trying to get brownie points. Now they're trying to literally ruin people's lives for not saying anything. What happened with Emiru, we talked about the other day. She basically made a statement on stream where she said, if you want to get an opinion about political matters or something to do with organizations like ICE or whatever's going on currently in America, maybe, just maybe, your favorite streamer is not the most knowledgeable and best source to fuel your opinion.
People wanting big content creators to like say their opinions on like important topics. If you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to like get off the internet.
What she said is,
The thing is, it's not even about that. It's not about needing somebody to tell you what to think. They want to tell the streamers what to think. They think it's brownie points. They think it furthers their agenda to have some big name like that espouse their fucking stupid talking points. But the thing is, it's not organic. Every single one of these people lives in fear. I guarantee you 99% of the people who have like big platforms like that say shit like that are just scared to say the opposite, or scared to say what they think, or scared to say that they just don't give a fuck. Because that's what these people do. They'll bully you and they'll ruin you over this shit.
is completely reasonable, and anybody with a room temperature IQ or better knows that if you want a knowledgeable opinion about something political or about ICE, whatever, yeah, I don't think Emiru or random streamers who are not even political are your best source of information. We all know why people do this. They want to force content creators like her into a corner where they have to say something, and when they say something, well, it better be the same opinion of the people trying to force them to say something, otherwise they're going to get canceled even further. And one of the people canceling Emiru was Denims. Yes, I guess she's looking for a distraction from her current lawsuit with Ethan Klein. She said, reacting to the clip we just saw, that Emiru is a racist chud. Yes, great criticism. And she said, never thought I'd see the day where we'd be fence-sitting on the modern Gestapo. And of course, we got the bad ending. We got the bad ending, ladies and gentlemen. Emiru has made a statement. I'm not even going to read this. I don't care if she came out and praised ICE or condemned ICE, or she simply shared her grocery list. I don't really care.
That's where I was at on it too, man. Like, I saw that long ass post and I was like, I'm not even reading this shit. Like, I know it's some bullshit. I don't care. None of these people fucking matter, bro. That's the one thing that like even consumers of content have to realize that the opinions like of these people don't matter. My opinion doesn't matter. What you need to do is do your own research and formulate your own opinions. Don't let anybody tell you how to think or feel. Don't let people bully you into any type of fucking thought process. Figure it out for your fucking self.
The fact that she actually responded to any of this, massive L. And this is not a personal attack on Emiru. From people who know her, I've heard nothing but great things about her. She seems like a pretty well-rounded, nice person, okay? This is not an attack on her. I'm not shaming her. I just think this was a mistake, okay? Capitulating to these people, it's always a mistake. And it's going to encourage them to do this again and again and again. It's never good enough. If you want proof that it's never good enough, just look at the quotes, okay? Get the F off my timeline. Saying, I ain't reading all that. I'm happy for you, though, or sorry that happened. So the people that are demanding a statement from Emiru, they get it, and they don't even care. They don't even want to read it anyways. It's ridiculous. And also, if you want someone to get the F off your timeline, do you know how algorithms work? She's now going to be on your timeline a lot because you engaged. But anyways, here's another one from a VTuber saying, girl, you knew exactly what they were talking about. You answer them clear as day. Like, girl, at this point, keep that apology. And I hope Bonnie and Cena move away from you and don't talk to your behind ever again. So this person is wishing that Emiru loses her friendships and the people important to her leave her because she complied with demands to make a public statement about ICE. Like I said, it's never good enough. It's never good enough. Here's another one, in quote, saying, ooh woo, I'm a small bean, end quote. You're an effing adult. Neutral bitch. Here's another one saying, does she think everyone is as stupid as the incels who worship her? Literally every single statement in this quote-unquote apology is just a effing lie. Here's another one saying, the comments on this post. She definitely cultivated an audience who, in the end of all things, are reactionary. She appeals to violent racists who fetishize Asian women. At the end of the day, she is still a woman and these freaks hate her. But a bag is a bag.
Man, every time I have to fucking read or listen to leftists or these fucking commies talk, it gives me a brain bleed. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Like, saying shit like that to somebody like Emmy, who is literally a victim of, like, public sexual assault on, like, I don't want to say, like, on a daily basis, but, like, every time this girl goes out in public, something fucking happens to her, man. Like, these people are so brain dead and tone deaf, it hurts.
What are you talking about? Literally, what are you talking about? This is an insane thing to say, by the way. Insane. With no proof. No justification whatsoever. An insane thing to say. These people are unhinged. This is why you do not capitulate to these people. It's never good enough. In fact, it makes their attacks even more vicious and ridiculous, as you can see. But there are plenty of people in the replies who are supporting Emiru. And you can see Shu here saying, I know it's stressful in the moment, being dogpiled by thousands of people, but you did nothing wrong. You don't need to speak about things you're not comfortable speaking about. And you do not, in fact, have to say the line, just say F ICE. Who cares if you don't know what you're talking about is insane.
You want good examples of how to deal with these people? Look at Powder. You know what she did? She laughed. People called her a racist, people threatened her, and she went, oh no, I'm a racist. And like, that shit was funny as fuck. And same thing with Tomoe Mari. You know what she did? She ignored these people. She didn't give them the time of fucking day. And look where they're both at now. Powder was like on the front page of Twitch the other day. Umari is unbothered, continuing with her life. The second you realize that you don't have to acknowledge these people, you don't have to give them any fucking oxygen, the better your life would be. That's what we should all do collectively to fix our country in America, is just ignore these commie leftist fucktards and just move on with our lives.
This is mass psychosis rivaling 2020. There you have it, folks. We're back in 2020. I'm sorry to inform you guys, the way things have been going the last couple of weeks, from my personal experience and from things I've covered, yeah, it feels a lot like 2020, where people are being absolutely dogpiled, harassed for saying their opinions or not saying anything. This is crazy. Here's another reply saying, apologizing when you did nothing wrong was a mistake. Look at the replies to your post. The outrage mob will not be satisfied with your apology and will continue to devour you as they make you bend the knee over and over again. I'm sure the people who demanded her political opinions will totally leave her alone now. I'm sure they will be completely normal about this. Savvy knows the result here. No, they're even more angry. They're even more encouraged to continue this sort of aggressive behavior where they're going to demand that someone speaks on something they're not comfortable or knowledgeable about, in terms of like...
No, like I said earlier, once these people realize they can bully you into action, they'll just keep making you do shit. They'll keep demanding and demanding and demanding until you break or till you quit, because that's what they really want. They want you gone.
Their own opinion. Like, she's saying, I don't know enough about this to talk about it. I'm not comfortable. And these people say, that's too bad. You still have to. And by the way, you better say what we agree with, or we're going to harass you even further. Crazy stuff. But in the quotes, you can also see a very clear narrative where people like this are saying, you're friends with ass mold, get off your fence and grow an effing spine. Literally, what is the point of lying about being taken out of context? The VOD is still up and proves you wrong. Also noticing a curious lack of condemnation for open fascists like Asmongold. Curious. And that was sort of the rhetoric of Denims, because she wasn't done, right? She already harassed Emiru and slandered her and started this whole campaign against her, but it wasn't enough, okay? Now she wants to drag Emiru for at least just associating with Asmongold, saying, breaking, messages between Emiru and Asmongold have been leaked, where there's a clear Photoshop here saying, what's going on with ICE ending American citizens? Don't worry, kitten. Okay, yay. Now, of course, this is just ridiculous, right? And shows the sort of nature of people like Denims. It's not about any sort of justice or doing the right thing. It's about harassment, okay? That's all it is. And of course, Asmongold's had a very interesting point to make here, because we're faking DMs. But Denims has very real DMs out there that are insanely embarrassing.
When Denims calls me a Destiny Orbiter, just remember, it really sucks that we didn't Wait, are you actually serious? No, on good terms with who? Atlas. I wanted to fuck Atlas and...
What the fuck? Oh no, I didn't even see those. How does she have a leg to stand on? Bro, I'm gonna find these and I'm gonna clip these images, and I'm just gonna go under every single fucking post of this bitch and then just fucking post these DMs. I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, that's actually insane.
And you. So this is the person who's making up fake DMs. You know what I've always said? Every accusation is a confession. Oh, I remember this. I do. Wow. Off camera? Yeah, this is really embarrassing for me. Projecting? Yep, projecting like crazy. Projecting insanity. Destiny had to wait. What's this here? Destiny had to kick her out of his house.
Denim's head and the guy, and I realized that Denim's and the guy had just spent the last 2 days in my fucking apartment with my computer on, like, and all my shit. I'm like, what the this was incredibly weird to me. I don't know why she thought I would have been okay with that. It was so dramatic. I sat them both down. I was like, listen, okay, this is all too much, too dramatic, too weird. Like, I don't want anything to do with either of you guys. This is like crazy shit. This has gotten like way too wacky. They both acknowledged that they had both been like unhinged and crazy, and they understood and blah, blah, blah. And then after that, like, we like all kind of went our separate ways. Now, I did record that conversation because the big fear I had, and this happened 2 days later, Denims goes online with her new guy friend, and she's like, Steven kicked me out because I wouldn't fuck him.
And that's pretty much what she's claiming now. So when Destiny offered me the recording,
Oh my god.
Never give these people fucking anything, bro. They're always so fake. They always have the biggest fucking pile of skeletons in their closet. Every single one of these people that just gets up in front and screams the loudest, they always have something to fucking hide.
Destiny kicked me out because I wouldn't fuck him.
There's something cosmically funny about Denims, who is one of the biggest Hassan orbiters, begging Destiny to sleep with her, to the point of getting kicked out of his home because she's acting so crazy. Destiny, maybe behind Asmongold or equal with Asmongold, is like the mortal enemy of Hassan Piker. So the fact that she's a Hassan orbiter acting this way is crazy. I mean, she brought this upon herself. She's talking about DMs and leaking DMs. Well, turns out...
This is the final grasp at fame for somebody whose career is just up in smoke at this point. I don't know a whole lot about this particular streamer, but I know she's like under fire with the whole like Ethan Klein thing, and everybody involved with that shit is just fucked like beyond belief. All of these people are just so cracked out, so disingenuous, and so fucking weird, bro. Like, just... You can't ever give these people the time of day.
People like Asmongold are raising some very valid points, okay? But why is Denims so hyper-focused on the situation? Well, it's not just virtue signaling. Here you go. Who's the top female Twitch streamer for the month of January? It's Emiru. By a landslide, by the way. More than double the watch time of, or the average viewers of the next largest female Twitch streamer. Really impressive stuff. So yeah, I think there's definitely an element of clout here. She wants clout from Emiru and talking bad about her. But this whole situation is just, it's very unfortunate. Okay, it's very unfortunate. And Emiru did nothing wrong. The only thing that's even close to a mistake is the fact that she decided to respond to everything. Initially, she did nothing wrong. She did nothing wrong. I think reasonable people will agree that if you're not knowledgeable about something, if you're not comfortable speaking about something, and you simply want to entertain your fan base that's not there for politics, that's fine. That's not an insane or racist or problematic thing to say. No objective person thinks that, but yeah, guys, what a mess. What an absolute mess this situation is. But that's going to do it for today's video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next.
Yeah, it's some wild work. Every single one of these leftist weirdos are just chopped and fucking desperate. Like, I hate to say it, like, they're not a majority, they're a really loud minority. Nobody likes these fucking people, nobody wants to be associated with them off their own accord. It's all just fucking loose threats and fucking fear with these people. Don't give in. Don't fucking capitulate to these people. If you ever have these dumbasses in your fucking comments and your DMs or fucking coming after you, do what Powder did. Do what Umari did. Do what I do. Tell them to shut the fuck up. That's all you can do. Just move on with your life. Ignore the fucking idiots.